Yo, what's going on, guys? JBH here, and welcome back to 2K18, where it is All-Star time. It is finally All-Star Weekend for 2018 in the NBA, and we are going to be taking part as the Eastern All-Stars. Now, we have just finished the Rising Star game, so like the Rookie All-Stars from 2018 and 2017, and it was one heck of a match. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It went to overtime. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an All-Star game go to overtime before, but it was pretty neat, I must admit. Now, we have skipped over the dunk and three-point contest, mainly because I didn't have any players from the Magic competing in it, so I thought, I'll just skip over those. I can go and play those in my own time. But in regards to the All-Star match, we've actually managed to get Aaron Gordon and Nikola Vucevic selected, so we'll be taking part as the Eastern All-Stars today. And this should be a fun matchup. We got LeBron James against Steph Curry. Got John Wall against Russell Westbrook. It's going to be a awesome, fun game to mark we'll just pass the halfway point in the season. So without any further ado, we'll jump straight into this one and get ready to go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And one of the epic nights in the NBA. We welcome you to the All-Star game on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. And tonight, it'll be the East All-Stars going up against the West All-Stars. The finest collection of basketball talent in the world will be on the floor tonight. And what an event this All-Star game promises to be. With this group of players, you know we're in for some major fireworks. And here we go, getting our popcorn and butter and other treats. Ready for the main affair. Lots of people have talked about ways to try and make this game more interesting. Shaq, your thoughts on that?
Well, bigger prize money, Ernie. That'll bring the guys like LeBron and those guys out. When I was coming up, all the big guys showed up. Michael, Dominique, Bird, Magic. Now, these guys sitting on the sideline with the cheap little sunglasses. They need to get those Shaq sunglasses, by the way.
I would say, how about adding a 5-point play?
Ooh.
No, you can't be
It's all
messing
about
with the game
fun,
like
Ernie.
that. No, you can't be messing with the game
Hey,
like
you know
that.
why I didn't? You know why I took so? You know why I took so many threes,
no.
Ernie? Playing?
No.
You know why I took so many threes?
Yes.
Why?
Because you didn't want to play inside.
Nope. Because
that's
they didn't
where
have
guys
fours.
get hurt.
If they would have had fours, I would have took those.
No.
That's a good one, Kenny.
Kevin Harlan,
You
take
got
it
to give
away.
it up to him for that one, Ernie, because he didn't have fours.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
All right,
And you know what? This
All-Star
is
time.
probably, Kevin, my favorite
This is
date
gonna be
on
fun.
the NBA
Finally be able to
calendar.
shoot
with
with
the
some players that can
amazing
actually
collection of
shoot.
players we have here tonight. This year
I feel like the
promises
Eastern
to
isn't
be an
quite
epic
as good as the
event.
West,
Absolutely.
but we have LeBron.
Guys, it always is.
That's
I mean,
all
the
that matters.
privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to
Oh,
go.
done.
On the floor for
damn
the
it.
West All-Stars. Russell Westbrook out there with Steph Curry. Then there's
Nice.
Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Durant in at the 4.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star
failed.
power in attendance here tonight.
It's ours,
Well,
yes.
certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The
Supposed to
biggest
drive to the
names
rim,
from the
and instead he
sports
took a
world, music
jump
stars.
shot.
Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Whiteside.
I love this event so much
Cool
because
timing.
it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Here's Davis.
No.
And all
Far out.
around the rim that time before
Toilet bowl
dropping in.
shot.
Davis has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the West All-Stars. Wall passes to DeRozan. There's the pick. Feeds to Whiteside. DeRozan against Westbrook. Unloads from 13. And he comes up with the deuce.
DeMar DeRozan.
Working
the fadeaway.
in-between area.
So I ain't going to be
the
taking
kind of
any,
look that can
well,
get you
we
into
try
a
not to
rhythm
take these
early.
basic shots.
Yeah,
so
and I
I'm
think
gonna
all
try
credit goes
play
to
around
that
with it a little
being
bit,
just
practice
good
some of the
offense.
harder,
I mean,
more
those are the
fancy
kind
stuff.
of shots they want.
Oh, with the block.
They got
Damn
A
it.
lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
that. Indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
Outside Wall.
Oh,
He kicks it to Whiteside. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Durant.
completely broke Curry's ankles there. That was insane.
Westbrook against DeRozan. That's good
Oh,
from Davis on
bollocks.
the assist by
This is
Westbrook.
just,
And, you
this
know,
is
got
just
to admire the
unrealistic now.
patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and
Man, the skill
burying
in
the
this game
quality
is
shot.
ridiculous.
Now here's DeRozan. Takes the three. Offensive
Come on.
rebound. The kick out to Wall. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around.
Oh, my
A
God.
three-pointer off the mark. The West
he goes the
All-Stars
worst of
with
the Magic
ball.
right now.
Durant dishes to Westbrook. Back to Durant.
No.
From 12 feet out. And that one drops. Durant's got his second basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Antetokounmpo.
Bruh,
It's stolen by Davis.
pass the ball.
Outside Durant and stolen by
Nice.
LeBron. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Right side Antetokounmpo.
No, oh my God, I
Leonard
pressed
with the
X instead
steal.
of shoot. Wow. You retard, Joseph.
The feed now to Westbrook. That one goes in.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Antetokounmpo. And that comes off the assist by
fancy.
John Wall.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Oh,
And
where's
the
the charging
called
foul
on
there?
Russell Westbrook.
Thank you.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about
No
it.
one
No
takes a
flop
charging
there.
foul
That
in the
was a
All-Star
direct
game.
shot to the chest.
A big group substitution here for the East. Vucevic
king.
checked in for Whiteside.
Oh,
Gordon
I
Hayward comes in for
rejected.
Antetokounmpo. Bradley
What?
Beal's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Irving subbed in for John Wall. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus
no.
Cousins is checked in for Durant.
I disagree.
Paul George comes in for
They're
Leonard.
shooting through everything
James
right now.
Harden, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Paul in for Curry.
Oh.
And finished
No
off
stopping
by
Beal.
Beal.
And Irving is
stopping
comfortable
the
running
field.
the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now, here's George. Back to Davis. And the rejection by
block.
James.
There's Vooch.
Ball against Irving. Hayward outside. No good from outside.
Oh, bollocks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nice.
1:15 left to play in the first. Outside Irving. Back to Hayward. Lets it go from
yes.
deep. Drills it from
The
outside.
three.
Hayward's
Catching
got
up.
himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Paul kicks to George.
Power jump.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Davis. And
Nice.
stolen by LeBron. Here we go, one-on-one. Stepped in the line.
Oh
out of
no,
bounds
where am I
there,
going?
and
I
that
was
will
so
cost them the
focused.
possession.
I was so focused on the other two that I was going to try and get an
Making a
alley-oop and
change here.
end up
Gordon's
stepping
checked
out of
in.
bounds.
Green, he's checked in for the West. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe,
take the
right
challenge.
now.
Dives for it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, the lob to Irving.
Wow.
Stolen
Fail.
by Harden.
Meant to do an alley-oop to
3
self there.
seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Harden.
Bruh.
Cousins has got his first points in this one.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside.
What are you doing?
It feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Like the weirdest block ever. It's like he tried to do a skill move and skill dribble and completely lost the ball.
George against Hayward. Outside, George over Hayward. Off target on the 15-footer.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 5.
All right.
And back in a moment as
West
we'll
lead
get
by
underway
5.
with quarter number
Pretty
2.
fun start. Nothing major happened yet. Had a few little kinky passes.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
All right. Aaron Gordon on now
And
for
it's
the
the
Magic.
East All-Stars with the ball, trailing by 5.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket
Hayward
in this
for 3.
game as you
Someone
would
for
ordinarily.
3.
Gordon out there with Hayward.
2 points
And
down.
there's Bradley Beal. And it's Kyrie
Very
Irving.
nice.
And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. And here's Harden after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Cousins with a screen for George. He used that pick just right.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick-and-roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick-and-roll situations.
Here is Hayward. Paul George making his last shot. Gordon a screen. Takes it from 10. That shot misses. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. The 3 from George. And it's the East with the rebound. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. For 3, Gordon.
Gordon for 3.
Cousins pulls it in.
out.
And so here are the West All-Stars. 4-point game. George with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Here's Green, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
And Vucevic kicks to Beal, and he's good on the 3 ball. Beal's got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And he gets it to go.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Big group substitution here for the East. Whiteside's checked in for Vucevic. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Gordon Hayward. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Beal.
Right.
Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Bledsoe. Gordon dishes to Bledsoe. Gordon a screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to DeRozan. Shoots.
Oh, come on. Gordon,
Outside
yes.
for Bledsoe. DeRozan passes to Bledsoe. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Goes back up.
Come on, get in there. Oh,
He
bollocks.
doesn't hit that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it.
God, bullshit.
Curry dishes to Westbrook. Curry against Bledsoe.
Oh, nice. Get
And
that.
it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Now here's Westbrook.
Nice.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Outside Gordon. Back to DeRozan. They get it back. Whiteside kicks to Bledsoe. Outside Gordon. Got a piece of it. Durant with the
I was going
steal.
to try and get a flashy dunk with
Leonard with the ball.
Aaron, but
Now
fucked up.
guarded by Antetokounmpo. Now the East All-Stars with it. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Trying to go for an
That'd have been
alley-oop, but
sick.
excellent defense
It's
in
so hard to
anticipation
get
there to stop
alley-oops in this
Curry.
game.
That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Curry's got his first points
like
of the game.
way harder than the previous.
And a closer look here at the
2Ks.
hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Nice.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Whiteside kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. Clock at 6. There's a screen for 3. Gordon, good on the triple.
Yes.
Gordon's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
Well, you can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
Curry kicks to Durant. Knocked away.
Oh.
And here's the break. And Antetokounmpo screws it in.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean,
Very nice.
he just gets up off the
You
ground
have to
like a
excuse
rocket
my
on
Borat
these
phrases today. I've
alley-oop
been
chances.
Great way to see the
watching the
alley-oop.
movie the
That
other day.
replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another
Stuck in my
unleashed
head.
chaos moment. Here is Durant. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Here's the floater. Durant, no good.
Loved how they guarded that layup.
Oh,
Didn't
here we
make
go.
it easy,
AG
which
with the
I think
layup.
is why he missed it.
And then
Oh,
Gordon with
nice.
the dunk.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
It's a close game here in New Orleans.
Back to back.
To the
Take
paint.
charge.
And then
No,
Durant with the
it's
dunk.
an alley-oop.
Every
fest
All-Star
here.
game, you can count on it. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
Fucking hell.
Bledsoe kicks to DeRozan. Over Westbrook.
Ah, no, he was not supposed to do that.
Russell Westbrook with
Fade
the
away.
rebound. DeRozan's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Shot and game
Bruh.
clock separated by 5. Carries it from 3-point range.
We're in the lead.
Leonard has really
I was
become
wondering
so
where the line
good
went.
at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time
No,
to
it's
alter his
supposed to
shot.
go to.
And it's out of bounds.
Wow.
They
Passes
say it
it
was
in
last
between
touched by
the two
Towns.
Got a bullshit. Oh, wait. Got the ball back. That's why.
DeRozan with it. Westbrook picks him up. Pulls up. High post.
Get in there.
Gasol with the
fuck
rebound.
off.
Westbrook passes to Curry.
Fuck you, Curry.
Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
All right,
And
down
the
by
first
4 at
half
halftime.
comes to
We
a
did have a
close.
5-point lead.
We've got a
4-point
close
lead
game
there.
going on here. West All-Stars out in front
some fancy flows
as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this sold-out arena packed to the gills with fans, we are glad to have you join us. I'm Ernie Johnson. This is Kenny the Jet Smith right there. Shaquille O'Neal getting them all
riled
pumped up. Yeah.
They love the show, Ernie.
Oh, yeah.
And we love the fans, too.
Oh, yeah. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back-and-forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out in these guys. That's right, I have to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness. A little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going through the motions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more.
Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. We've got Russell Westbrook. Davis is out there with Durant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Curry in at the one spot. DeRozan a screen on Curry. James in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. James, no good. Westbrook with it. Durant at the elbow. Curry a screen on Whiteside. Durant dishes to Curry. Down low and stolen by LeBron. Here's the break. Tipped away. Stolen by Westbrook. Lets it fly. Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, no one does that.
And DeRozan kicks to Antetokounmpo. Wall passes to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. The wide open look here for DeRozan.
Nice.
It's good from long range. DeRozan's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the East All-Stars. Outside Leonard.
Take the charge.
They set the pick. Kicks to Durant. Davis sets a screen. It's Durant with the drive. Nice D from DeRozan.
Well executed. Great rhythm.
Look at that.
Yes!
Nice. Rock that rim. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Over onto Kumbo. And it's the East with the rebound.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3.
No.
They're looking for their rhythm right now.
And it goes out of bounds.
I don't understand how when I'm pointing the left stick down.
And some changes here for the East. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Bradley Beal subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. The West All-Stars also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Durant. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Paul subbed in for Curry. Here's Harden. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Right side, high post, over Davis. And Wall kicks to Hayward. Outside, Wall. Back to Hayward. 5 to shoot. Count it.
Yes.
Good. Hayward's got 8 points. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Harden kicks to Cousins. Now here's Leonard. Over Hayward.
Oh,
Right
blocked.
side, sends it
Oh,
back.
what?
And he's able to get it back.
Nice.
But they'll get another
come on,
chance.
guys.
Here's Leonard.
Oh my God, can someone please just get a
Here's
freaking rebound?
Cousins. And finally,
Oh,
that
for
one's
fuck's
good.
sake.
Cousins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow.
And, you know,
I
even
think she
when the
got 3
defense is
offensive rebounds,
on him
like
and
he does
Cousins
that.
is well guarded, he still gets it done. Excellent footwork, good hands and strength, and he stays focused when he's in the paint near the rim.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Poor old Leonard.
There's the pass to Paul.
No one leaves him wide open.
And the 3 off target. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has
Yes.
a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
High post Cousins. Working on James. Cousins dishes to Paul. And they double up Paul. Here's Leonard. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. He's got 5.
Tell you what, Kevin, there aren't many players who would have even seen that pass, but when we're talking about Chris Paul, he's got unique vision, unlike most anybody else.
Yes, wide
The
open.
shot is good.
All day,
And
every day.
offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Harden kicks to Davis. It's tipped.
Nice.
Beal with the steal. LeBron against Cousins. Here's Hayward. And count it.
Oh,
Well,
and
head to the
one.
line with a chance to make it 3. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a
that, yes.
result of that aggressiveness.
7-point lead.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Vucevic checked in for Whiteside. Kyle Lowry comes
Oh, that
in
was
for
such a
Beal.
block.
And
Yes.
Kyrie Irving subbed in for
Come
John
on,
Wall.
Vooch.
And here are the East All-Stars now,
Yeah.
leading by 5. Here's Vucevic, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time,
Well,
so he'll
Marcus, I
shoot
didn't see
2
him.
right here.
Powell's in as well.
Enjoy how Vucevic knifes into the lane. I mean, given his size, not many guys can contest him without fouling.
First trip to the line for him here. And both free throws good for Vucevic. 50 seconds left in the third. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Vucevic.
Oh, shit.
And West also making a switch. Russell Westbrook's checked in for James Harden. Here's Paul. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Paul's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, for a small guy, you got to respect how calm Paul is inside. I mean, he
come
knows
on,
he can get
Kyrie.
his shot over anybody, but he's got to be crafty and clever to do so. Good display of patience there.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Curry's checked in. Gasol setting the pick for Curry. Over Irving. And stolen by LeBron. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Westbrook.
No.
Dishes to Gasol. The shot by George. Wide open. Gasol
Hey, how'd
kicks
you
to
get-
George. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. George has got 5 points so
Rebounded,
far.
And the
that
range
through
that
my
George has, I mean, he is a knockdown threat from the perimeter.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. No good on that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3.
Well, that's pretty close,
East
considering it's an
All-Stars
All-Star
up
game.
on top, leading by just
Pretty
2.
fun.
And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
All right, start of the fourth.
We always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show.
And, you know, fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star Game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Lowry. And it's LeBron James. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Gasol covering. Outside DeRozan. Passes to Irving. Shoots for 3.
As if that would have been the coolest assist ever.
We know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
The East making a switch. Whiteside's checked in.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Green with a screen for Westbrook. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And Westbrook, here we go. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good.
Yes.
And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter. Antetokounmpo's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Westbrook passes to Gasol. Curry on the wing. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. The West making some changes. Towns comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Leonard in for Green. Curry kicks to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. Now the dish to Durant. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
No.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
LeBron James to the rim.
Durant against LeBron.
Oh, yes.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
DeRozan's shot is off.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Westbrook against DeRozan. Towns a screen on James. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Again.
Whiteside's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Nice.
This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And after only making 35% of their shots in that first half, they are slowly
That's
getting
66,
into a groove
probably
here
now 70%.
in the second.
The East making a switch. Ball's checked in. Anthony Davis is checked in for the West. Ball comes in for Curry. Davis dishes to Westbrook. Over to DeRozan. That one wide left.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. And I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front. Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Davis pulls it down.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. LeBron against Leonard.
Come on.
Left side Durant. for Antetokounmpo.
Oh,
And
blocked
the
again.
rejection by Antetokounmpo.
No.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little
No.
more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Pass to Durant to the inside. Here's Westbrook. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Ball passes to Antetokounmpo. Right side a screen. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Shoots from the right block.
Oh,
And Durant
blocked.
sends it
Too
back.
obvious.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing.
Come on, get
for
there, get there,
when
get
to
there, get
block
there.
shots.
Ball with the steal. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Chemistry
What?
at its best. An unreal
That is
alley-oop.
disgusting.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all
Oh,
had
that
to be,
is
Kevin,
just
because that's
disgusting.
not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Paul kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to Westbrook. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Rejected.
You know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now,
on.
but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back
Look how
in
many
rhythm.
guys we have.
Davis. And
That
the
I-
rejection by James. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it.
Oh,
The
here we
fast
go.
break chance. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Wall.
Yeah, you know,
This is
John
just-
Wall is
this
so
is just
masterful
disgraceful.
as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there, terrific at finding the open guy on time and on
Fucking
target.
hell. What an end.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They trail by 10. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there
It's just
for him,
beautiful.
he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
And the tradition in honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous.
All right,
In fact,
42 seconds
one
left.
could argue we
Pretty
had a
much
couple
won.
of great candidates here, but he deserved it. Catching up on the changes for the East. Vucevic checked in for Whiteside. Gordon Hayward comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for John Wall. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul can't get it to go.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Lowry.
To the paint. Here's George. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
Can't hit that one. A three-pointer off the mark. Lowry drives in. A wide-open look here for Vucevic.
For three.
Down the three ball.
Vucevic
You know,
with
it's
the
nice to
final
see
points of the
Lowry
game.
dish the rock. I mean, I enjoy
Oh, that
watching
is
him
such
pass
an
the ball
awesome
because
way to
he's got
end
a
the
nice
All-Star
feel
game.
for when
Our own
to get it
magician
to
there.
his guys for an open shot.
So it's
Wow.
the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East,
Since
this
when
was truly a
does
night that
Vucevic
belonged
hit threes like
to
that?
the Phoenix.
Why
I mean,
can't
it
he
was
do that
another
in an
great
actual Magic
showcase
game?
of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better
Anyway,
and
we
better
win by
every year,
11,
doesn't it, Greg?
so-
So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening.
That was
we thank all of
quite
you
a
for
beating
joining
in
us and
that
watching
second
with
half,
us.
it must
For
have been.
Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
What a game. Alright, we'll just go through some of the stats here real quick. Just for shits and giggles, but man, what a highlight reel this one will have. I need to go and save that alley-oop for later. I mean, it's probably not, in the scheme of things, it's not that big, but for me, I've never done it. My first alley-oop of the season was in this game. Alright, so Antetokounmpo. Whiteside, 12 rebounds. Oh man, that was sick. What a game. Yeah, you'd have to say Whiteside was the MVP. Yeah, it'd probably be Whiteside or Antetokounmpo, to be honest, but wow. So 40% overall, but if you look at this, the first half was only 36%. Actually, 36% three-pointers, that's not bad. And the second half, 52% on the field, 44% from the three-point line. That was insane. Look at that. Bench points 29, assists 21, 11 offensive rebounds, 25 defensive rebounds, 10 steals. 10 steals, wow. 7 blocks. And the Western All-Stars actually did get an 8-point lead at one point, but turned it all around towards the end. So that is All-Star Weekend for 2018. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a pretty fun little shindig, I guess. I'm not used to doing the sort of fun sort of extra games, especially like the All Stars and the Pro Bowls, and I hope they add the Pro Bowl to Madden. That'll be sick. But yeah, no, this is really neat how 2K have got the All Star game on here. All right, guys, stay tuned. Going into tomorrow, I'll be kicking off a brand new series with Monster Energy Supercross. So if you're a motocross or supercross fan, stay tuned for that. It's a brand new game that's just come out, and it is really fun, I must admit. Also heading back to FIFA, and then also you can stay tuned for the biggest race of the year in NASCAR. It's the Great American Race, Daytona 500. That'll be coming up on Sunday afternoon. So stay tuned for that. And until then, I will catch y'all later.